Hi, I'm just going to do a little video clip on coping and calming, just some strategies that become very helpful when we get stressed or have anxiety, which happens to all of us, no matter what age we are. Certainly does happen to teens and tweens quite a bit. Why is it important to be able to calm ourselves? Well, it gives us some clarity. If we're going to be making decisions, we want to have that clarity and we want to decrease our anxiety. I did put down, I can pull it up here, some ideas about what to use in calming ourselves. Now, this is just a list that I put together. Whoops, that's the next thing we're going to do. This is a list that I put together. And it just includes things like taking a walk, drawing a picture, listening to music, talking to someone, exercise, taking some deep breaths. The one thing about that one is you can do that anywhere. Writing, focus on positive things, and humor. Watch something that is funny or read something that is funny. And of course, which ones you use depends on what works best for you, what you like, and also the situation that you are in. And there are many more, and you may have some of your favorites. I am going to put a page on the classroom section that will show a lot of other kinds of coping or calming strategies that you can use. So look at that and then think about, what do you think would work best for you? I would love for you to let me know what you come up with. When we de-stress, it's always a good thing to acknowledge what we're feeling. Remember, we talked about that in session 1. Pause. And then choose what calming strategy do you think will work best in that situation. Now, I'm going to also put on the classroom page this. And it's just a little fun activity. By the way, this is what the one will look like with all the different coping strategies that I want you to kind of look at. You've probably seen one of these. They actually call them little paper fortune tellers, but in this particular case, I'm just going to call it our little stress box. And what I have done, I've got this idea from the page that I wrote below it in the classroom page, is what you will find is a pattern that I've sent you, and you go ahead and you color in the corners with whatever colors you choose, and then you put numbers in the triangles that are next to the colors, and then inside, write coping strategies that are your favorite. And I put the ones that I've already told you about: exercise, talking. I added counting to 10. I didn't have that one. Music, walking, humor, positive thoughts. So those are best. It's best to do that before you do the folding. And then when you do the folding, let me get one here that I did previously. I'm going to unfold it now and then just walk you through, although the steps are on the classroom page. But when you run it off and you cut it out, it'll look like this. And then you simply want to make sure that when you do your folding, the lines are down. And you fold it in half, like that, fold it in half. And then you open it and you fold it in half the other way. And then what you will have is kind of an X like that, and then you take the four corners and fold them in like this. Just each one you fold in. Mine folds easier because I've had it folded before. Then you turn it over, and you should see this. And then you go to your corners again and just fold them down. Now, you'll probably be doing this when you're having it on a table, which works better, but since this has already been folded, I can do it holding it up. That's what that side will look like, and then you turn it over and you kind of have these four squares. Mine didn't get cut out very well, so it's not very square. But you'll have the four squares, and you just fold that, and you stick your thumb and your index finger like that. And you have this little working, I call it a box, it's not really a box, but this little working, it was used for, you know, when they do fortune telling, they write fortunes in there. But like I said, I put coping strategies in there. And when you're feeling stress, you can pick it up. And the first thing you do is choose whatever color you feel at the moment. So I'm going to say blue. Go B, L, U, E. And then I see some numbers. I'm going to pick 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I see another set of numbers. Whoops, excuse me. And I'm going to pick 5. I lift up 5, and it says, listen to music. So just a little, it's kind of gimmicky, but it's also kind of fun just to have it. Just a little for calming strategies. And of course, you can use it for other things there. People write their fortunes in there, or just anything you want. But just a little gimmick that you can use for stress relief. Now, the other thing that I'm going to put on the classroom page, you know, sometimes we get stressed about things that we can't do anything about. Something that we can't control. We can't fix. It's just beyond our abilities. It's just something that we cannot do. So I'm going to put this on there. It's just a set of balloons. And it's just to remind you that sometimes there are things that we have to let go for our own calming and get, you know, for anxiety or whatever, we just have to let it go. And so you would write whatever it is that you need to let go, and write it down on one of those balloons, and then in your mind, just see the balloon taking off, and just let it go. Things that you cannot change. I hope that gives you some insight into calming and coping and thinking about some strategies to use. And I hope that the next time you feel stress, reach for your little stress finger gizmo, whatever, or look at your coping strategies and try to choose ones that you think will work best for you. That is all for this session, and I will see you the next time. Thank you and bye.